We Never Died.
Oh.
You know who else never died?
Henry Rollins.
He never died.
Welcome back to the Movie Buzz Club. I'm Colby Fenton.
It's your boy, Octavio.
And the movie of the week this week is He Never Died. You had a week to watch it, and we are going to get into it.
Let's jump in.
Hey, what was your first impression, your consensus for the movie?
Yeah, dude. I loved this.
Hell
I
yeah.
loved it.
Yep.
He Never Died, 2015.
So good.
My consensus. It was, I think, technically a horror comedy.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
said,
Or thriller.
I was thinking like action comedy. So I said fun action comedy with unanticipated turns that keep you guessing and on the edge of your seat. That was
I love it.
because I felt like the whole time I just didn't know where it was gonna go. I was like, what's gonna happen next?
Yep.
And then after the first absurd thing that happened, I was locked in. And I was
know.
like, I cannot wait for the next absurd thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What'd you think?
Okay, mine's a little lengthy here, so apologize for that.
Dude,
So, this is a top-tier B-rated movie that plays perfectly into Henry Rollins' unique deadpan delivery. It doesn't take itself seriously and provides some really funny moments and great action sequences.
Yeah. Solid.
Whatever.
Was it a low budget, like a relatively? Did you look at the numbers?
I tried to look at it. They didn't really have anything concrete.
So that's how low budget.
But
it was.
I think
This was
dude, that's a low
Yeah.
budget film.
Yeah,
For sure.
Otherwise, they're like always out there touting. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it was $50 million or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. No, but I really agree. I agree with the Henry Rollins, just like perfect for this role. So he was
Yep.
Jack, right?
Jack,
was,
yeah.
Jack. Henry Rollins, Kate Greenhouse, Boo Boo Stewart. I had to call that name out because I was
I
like,
saw that too,
I love
and
that.
I was like, "That's ridiculous." I feel like I didn't look at his history, but I feel like I've seen that guy.
I looked at his.
something.
I didn't see really anything
yeah,
that I
maybe not.
recognized. I think he was in a couple like Disney things.
Okay, but you're getting ahead of yourself.
All right.
We got to get into our first segment, my favorite segment,
yeah.
the Rotten Tomato score preview.
Ring them up.
Ring them up.
What do we got, dude? Because I think I went with what I thought was a safe bet for the
Oh man,
actual
I
critic
forgot
consensus.
we did not even look at this. So critic score, I chose a 72% critic score.
Ooh.
Wanted to go higher, but I feel like it's not gonna be below a 70% because everything that was like bad
Yeah.
in this movie, it was all intentional, and like the critics are gonna notice that, and they're gonna appreciate what this film is and how they executed. So yeah, that's why I think it's gonna be at like in the 70s, 72%. Audience, I said a 95% because this was just such a banger.
Dang, dude. So oh my god,
What'd
dude,
you
I
say?
lowballed it. But you bring up some good points. I said 65 for critic because I was thinking
Okay.
like people might. I was worried
Yeah.
that it was gonna be a splat. I was like, I hope this isn't a splat because I loved it.
feel
And
like
for me
it's-
personally, I was like, like 80, 90%. But I said 65 critic. Audience, I said 70 because I was like,
70.
because maybe it's not really people's cup of tea.
Hmm.
I liked it because I think the comedy and then like the gore and stuff, but I could see a majority of people not really liking that.
Yeah,
Type of
I just
movie.
think Henry Rollins was just such a fan
Yeah,
favorite. But all right, show us what we got.
I feel suddenly less confident in my response.
Whoa,
Yo, 88.
that's critic 88, by the way.
Damn.
And
That's
what is going on with the
wild.
popcorn meter? 65%.
That's
What are
insane.
we-
That's kind of flipped backwards.
What are we doing?
You talk about like script, you talk about low budget, you talk about who are the notable names, you talk about who's the director, you talk about like all of these things to create this cinema. And I didn't think that critics would be like, oh yeah, give that a B- or give that a B+.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dang.
Well, hey,
Cool.
for movie
Well,
of the
hey,
week
congrats.
next week, since I got a
Yeah.
72%, I kind of snuck that away from you there
Yeah.
because you got 65, since you weren't that far off from me.
That is mind blowing though.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm gonna go. Okay, we're doing a classic.
Ooh.
Alien.
Oldie but a goodie. Oh,
We're doing
yo,
Alien.
I haven't seen that in a minute.
Yeah.
Nice.
Directed by Ridley Scott. Yeah, it's gonna be 1979. Alien. So I feel like we did such a weird, like an obscure movie no one ever heard of. Now we're coming back, another horror genre, but dude, it's classic.
Ridley Scott, believe it or not, dude.
Are you excited for Alien?
You guys know that?
Ridley
Yeah,
Scott,
I'm excited.
believe it or not?
I haven't
Oh,
seen.
yeah,
But the
yeah,
thing is
yeah.
like, are we gonna? Yeah, I guess we can cross that bridge whenever it gets here. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Alien versus Predator. No, but
we're
this is
talking
the
about the
OG,
original,
like
the
OG.
1979.
Yeah.
You watch this movie?
I don't think I've ever actually seen that.
Oh, let's go. This is
Who's
gonna be
like
sick.
the?
Honestly, I'm
just gonna
we're
watch
gonna,
it.
Yeah, we're gonna go into it.
Yeah.
You're not
okay.
gonna know anything.
Cool. I like
So,
it. No,
yeah.
I haven't seen it. 79.
1979.
No, never watched it.
All right, cool. Alien. All right, now
Classic.
let's get into the lore of this movie.
Yeah,
He
let's
never
dive
died.
deep. Let's dive deep into this a little bit because I have a lot of questions. I got questions,
Yes,
and I want to know
yes.
what you think about these things. You got gore. You got like cannibalism. You got just like crazy fight scenes, and in the end, it's like he starts to build this connection, right?
Kind of
with this girl,
kind of like
his daughter.
brings back his emotions that he's just been pushing down for maybe
Millennia.
hundreds of years.
Yeah.
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 And because he's so just disconnected from reality.
Yeah, because and then what we find out, right, is that this guy, he's just been alive. He's essentially immortal.
He's never died.
He's never died.
Wow.
And you find out, this is where I started to I was like, I didn't really understand this because he says in there that he was the first Cain or Cain or however he pronounced it. He's like,
Yeah.
it's pronounced Cain, right? And he's like, I've been around. I'm a jack of all trades essentially, right?
That's
Which is
kinda cool.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
And he talks about like his long rap sheet of all the things that he's done. He was in the meta. He was in the war. He was in whatever. He was a mechanic. All these things. And he tells the girl Kara Kate Greenhouse.
Yep.
I am Cain. I was in the Bible, and I looked up who that was. Sorry, I didn't know who that was. It was the first son of Adam and Eve.
Yep.
And
It's like
he killed Abel.
Killed Abel.
Right.
Supposedly the
first
first murder.
Yeah. So from that, I take he's a biblical figure. He's like an angel.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you see
the wings
things cut off.
that are cut off. But
So,
then
yeah, what's
he's
going
but
on
then
with that?
but then he's eating. He's like got this blood dealer, right, Johnny, and then he's eating like he eats people. He rips a dude's throat out
Yep.
and fucking chomps on that.
So
What's your read on that? Is it a vampire?
So I
I'm
think
like vampire.
I think this is an amazing, unique take on vampires. That like his punishment for killing was to be made immortal, and that he has to feed on human flesh, like or else he'll go crazy. And also blood, and then but it's like an untraditional vampire because he can go out in the sun.
He's running around in the
Run
sun.
out in the sun. So it's just like his punishment for murdering is eternity of hell, essentially.
Yeah, but I thought wouldn't his punishment just be like now you just have to live forever, right? So like if you're living forever, do you have to eat people? Like do
Well,
you have to eat blood?
so the
because I don't
thing
think
is-
angels eat.
Well, no, that
Like, in
was part of his
any-
punishment, though.
Oh.
Part of his punishment is he lives eternal,
Mm-hmm.
and that he must feed on the flesh of humans in
Huh.
order to not, and see this isn't based on like his survival. It's just it kind of is
That's just, like-
depicted throughout the movie. He goes insane.
Yeah.
Like he literally is like it fucking. It's
So that
just
was
like
one
a
of-
vampire.
So that was one of the questions I
lust.
had too. So you think it's because of like your read on it is because he's not eating. That's when he starts to like get those crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe it was like intrusive thoughts, or maybe it was he's actually hearing like Colby's thoughts. Like
Yeah.
is he hearing you think? Because when he goes to bingo, he's like these people don't drive me insane.
Yeah, I think he's just super sensitive to sound and like he's super strength, super sight, super hearing. I think all those things because it actually showed him when he was in the room, he could hear his daughter in the next room. It was like it was like a little quick thing that it did, but like just like I think because you don't even know it's a vampire movie
Right.
until like you're like, wait, this could be a version of a vampire or
Yeah.
something. So I just thought, and I love vampire, mythology, different takes on the genre, and this was just a super unique take on the genre.
Yeah. I mean, I really didn't even think until after the fact when I was thinking about it. I was like, was that supposed to be something like a vampire?
I think so. I
And-
think it's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
You know, which
Yeah.
is a very mysterious movie that like, oh yeah, one thing I was like, this movie wanted me like it left me wanting so much more.
Dude, yeah,
to
yeah,
explore
yeah.
the character.
Yeah.
To explore like this universe of like, yeah, there's a God, there's like 'cause it's biblical.
Yeah.
You know?
And so what was your thing? So one of the things I wanted to know more about was the dude in the black hat.
Yes.
The guy in the black hat. My
What-
question
okay,
mark,
yeah.
question mark, question mark, question mark,
That
all
was
the way down the
actually- yeah.
page. Because I think so.
I have an
initially,
answer.
initially, I thought it was a representation of death,
Yeah.
the Grim Reaper, right? Because he's been following this guy, Jack's character Kane, around for eternity to
Yes.
make sure that you're like, you're taking care of whatever you need to take care of, like you're serving your punishment,
Yeah.
right? But then he was like, oh, you can see him to his daughter, and so his daughter could see the guy in the black
Right.
hat.
And they never kind of
They
explained
didn't
that.
explain any of that.
So, I think if you see this person, that means you're close to death. Because also that one guy that he beat to a pulp and was
Yeah,
going
towards
to kill,
the end, yeah.
he saw him at the end.
Right.
And he's like, so there's a couple of things. It's because she's the daughter of Henry Roland, Jack, that's why she can see that
Oh,
person.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Or because death was close to her, and death was close to her. She
Yeah.
almost died.
Right,
Right? So that could be possible. But it's like also, yeah, I think that was a representation of death,
Yeah.
but also maybe another angel. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
think
like
I don't
Abel.
think God.
Maybe that's Lil Bro.
Yeah. Totally could be, but definitely
Huh.
death, themes of death, because like when he was sawn at the very end of like that one character,
Yeah.
Alex,
Yeah.
that piece of shit.
Yeah, dude. And well, so what do you think happens? So we're talking death, and then he like saves his daughter,
Yeah.
and then what?
Yeah. So yeah, there was gonna be a sequel made.
There was a sequel made.
A direct sequel with Henry
Oh, with-
Rollins.
yeah.
Then so you are aware that it's she never
died, which
so it's like
I think would be kind of fun to watch.
so it's
but,
like so yeah, I would want to watch. I feel like I can't remember if I looked at the reviews or not. But
for She Never Died or for the
for She Never Died.
I didn't either.
But I would like to see it. I feel like it'd be even worse than this movie.
Because it came out in 2019, so it was like several years later.
Yeah.
But to your point, yeah, it would have been really cool if this would have been turned into a show. Because I think I saw that it
Yes,
was
it'd
going
be
to be a
such a
show.
good
Because it'd be
show.
a super dope miniseries, like our one season, like 10 episodes. Explain a little bit more about where is death, who is that, is it a vampire, is it an angel?
I mean, they could
and like go
have-
into the history of his relationship with the ex-wife and like all of that, right?
They would be able to do an infinity amount of content, because they could just be like, they could do like, oh, this is him in the 1900s. This is him
yeah,
1,000 years ago.
or like
this is
flashbacks.
This is
yeah.
a story of like any time
Mm-hmm.
yeah, or something. So it was. Oh, also, I really enjoyed like how he just like. So this is a guy. Here's a guy who's been alive for thousands of years,
Yeah.
and I think it was a really great depiction on what that would look like after you've been alive for thousands of years,
Yeah.
and just this like you just constantly hear like this like. Sounds like he was in war a lot of his life.
Yep.
And he's just like constantly just sleeping. Like he's like, I don't want to be
Yeah.
conscious.
Well, because like the war flashbacks, like that could just be a representation of like you've just seen so much, and throughout history, the only consistent thing
Was war.
is that war will happen in
Yeah.
any society.
Yeah.
Right. You rise, you get to you're at the top, everything's sunshine and rainbows, and then it all just falls. Right.
Yeah.
And then it's war and chaos. And I think the other thing that I was thinking about with that is just like, what would you do if you actually were if because everybody's like, oh, time, dude, like if I just had a little more time,
Yeah.
if you had a little more time, and oh man, I'm getting older, I only have so much time left, this is what I got to figure out. everybody wants time back. That's what you hear, right? As you
Yeah.
get older. But if you were immortal, that would take all of the beauty of just being a human. Like it would just take it all away.
Yeah.
Because, and you see that, and like you said, it's a good representation of that, because you're just like, yeah, I feel like after 1,000 years of seeing and doing anything and everything, because I can't die,
Yeah.
it would just
It'd just
be
make you
horrible.
depressed.
Yeah, you would just be like, I don't literally have anything to live
Yeah.
for.
Any connection you make, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
And then so, yeah, because I think I read or it was like some video or something, but it was like talking about being immortal and talking about like and how like the fact that humans can die is like it's actually a gift from the gods because it's like, you know, that's why human civilization makes so many wonderful, amazing like things and we build, right? And if you're immortal and you never die, you aren't gonna build. You're not gonna do amazing things because
because that can wait.
When you
can
have a
wait.
clock, you're like shit. I gotta do shit.
It's the whole. It's the what's the thing? It's the Pomodoro effect. No, not the Pomodoro effect. Is it the Pomodoro effect? Can you check that real quick?
Pomodoro. What do you think the Pomodoro
but it's
effect is?
it's well, there's this thing where like when you set a deadline, or if I tell you, hey Colby, we got to get this thing done. We have 4 months to do it.
Yeah.
If we say 4 months, it's gonna take us 4 months to get it done.
Oh.
If I say that same task, but if I say, hey, we got 2 months to
weeks.
do this, or like 2 weeks, we'll figure out a way to like
Yeah.
get it done in 2 weeks versus 2 months, right? Or 4 months.
Yeah,
2 months
that's
versus 4
why it's
months.
like, yeah, if you live for thousands of years, then you're gonna like
You're just
be
like,
I'm just gonna be
that was
lazy.
just for whenever that comes around, right?
the last 100 years of
What
your
do we
life.
got on
will-
Pomodoro effect?
It basically says a time management method where you work in focused
yeah.
25-minute intervals.
Okay, that's the wrong
it's
thing.
a
Pomodoro
but
effect, yeah.
that's kind of
Pomodoro
on the
effect is
same-
like compartmentalizing, yeah. So you have chunks of time to like dedicate to work, 30 minutes, and then like break for 5 minutes, and then do another like session of work for another 30 minutes or something. Yeah, I forget what that thing is, but there's some sort of some effect or
So
something that.
talking about Henry Rollins,
Yeah.
like, so I was looking at his rap sheet, you know.
He was in a
and
band.
He's
Heavy metal, baby.
The Rollins band, dude. I
Yeah.
listened to a couple. Did you listen to a couple? Of
I
those?
did, and it's like it's not my preferred genre.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
get into it when I'm in the gym or banging out some sets of whatever, or like running.
It's
But
kind of like metal.
I was surprised. Yeah, metal, heavy
Yeah.
metal. Like I thought it would have been cool if they would have put his music in the movie.
I know. Yeah.
I feel like that was a big flop. Like they could have done that, but yeah. So wait, his rap sheet you were saying? so you were taking a look back?
Like he's just done so many little things here and there,
Yeah.
on famous shows and you know he's like on American Dad. He's on
Yeah.
like
A
just,
jack
like,
of all trades.
Just I know in looking at it
Yeah.
and just like voice acting here and there and just
Yeah.
and then but yeah then I was like looked at 90. He was like a big 90s like band and
like band guy. But I think
somehow
his
got into acting and
and this was his first like movie. Like
This
this was
was
his
like
first
his,
like
first big
real role. Yeah.
And did you know they wrote this? The writers wrote this specifically for Henry Rollins.
Oh, really, dude?
Yeah.
Well, they hit the nail on the head because I think so. I wanted to chat about a couple of favorite scenes.
Yeah.
What
Let's
were
get
some?
into
What,
favorite
what,
scenes.
what were some of your favorite scenes
Okay.
from the movie?
So honestly, like the second act of this movie, it just like it gets so fun, like because like when the action really starts picking up. But my favorite scene probably is the bar scene.
The one where he walks in
Dude,
and
he
he's
just
like,
walks in, he's just like, "What's up?" And then
Dude.
just fucking just
wait,
just-
wrong bar scene. I'm thinking
The-
about
kinda at the end of the
scene.
movie.
Yeah, I was
like that
thinking
sequence very well choreographed,
Yeah.
very well done. and
choreography, the angles like
Yep.
keep you kind of in it, right? And so that's really cool. I was thinking about the other bar scene where he like straight up walked in and he was trying to get some information about where his daughter was at.
Oh.
And it sent me, dude. It sent me. I like laughed out loud, too loud. He walks in and he's just like asking the bartender something, and the bartender's like kind of like ignoring him or something. He's like, ah, he's just like
Oh,
he yells.
because he like ate something. Or, like,
No, he
and then,
just
like-
was like, ah, to get the guy's attention.
Oh,
And then the
yeah.
guy was just like, what the shut up. And
Yeah,
I
that
was like,
was
it was
funny.
just too funny. It was kind of like peanut butter baby, you know, for
Yeah.
me. And so I just was like,
You
that
were-
was ridiculous.
Or when
Like, who
that-
just wrote that in there? Unless that was improv.
There was another bar scene, I think, when like a woman is trying to hit on him or something, and then
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then he just like gets up and
Gets up
leaves,
and
and then he
leaves.
goes to the karaoke machine and just like kicks it.
Yeah,
It's like ah.
yeah, he's just
I don't know.
It's just a goofball, man. And I think
Yeah.
it kind of just reminds you because, like, I don't know. I feel like we all have that in us a little bit, right? Like we're all a little socially awkward every once in a while. We're all like we feel like that, and so that's where it kind of touches. You can relate to it. I feel like I related to his character in a lot of those situations. Sometimes you just want to like go up to the bar and be like, "They're not listening. It's too
Just-
fucking loud," and I just want to fucking you know, like
And they'll get you. That'll
it'll
get
get
the
somebody's attention. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think the other scene that I was the first scene, one of the kind of earlier scenes in the movie that really grabbed my attention was when the two like the dudes that were looking for the blood dealer, essentially,
Oh,
they were like trying to find him. And this is kind of what just sent the whole story into like crazy mode was they come into his apartment and he like punches, he like uppercuts one of the dudes in the junk
Oh, God,
and like
it was
rips
so
his
funny.
junk out of the pants and then like holds onto the gun and gets shot through the hand. And it was just like, what in the world is happening right here?
Yeah.
That was like
I
one
love
of the
that
first
scene.
scenes
That was actually hilarious.
that kind of sent me. I was like, whoa, all right, I'm in. Let's go
Yeah.
Henry Rollins. Yeah, I liked it. Any other thoughts,
Um,
questions?
One exchange between him and Kara that was like I thought was just kind of funny and kind of just cool. He's like when he has like 3 bullet wounds in his head, and she's freaking out, and he's because he's taking it out of his skull, and he's like, if I don't take it out, it'll heal over and I'll get migraines.
Yeah.
And it's like that checks out. Like that, if you just had freaking slugs in your skull.
Did you like their? I liked their relationship.
Yeah, I did.
I thought it was.
I thought it was very well done.
Yeah, I thought it was
Um,
perfect.
Yeah.
All the relationships in there, and even like the relationship that the blood dealer tried to have with him too, where he was like trying to share some about his. I had this exam, I had this test, blah blah blah, and he's just like,
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And again, like I feel like we've all had that, where like we're like somebody's trying to tell us something, and we're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But you just gotta like be nice or whatever, and like hear them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All in all, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad the critics enjoyed it. I am surprised, pleasantly surprised. Kind of bummed because I didn't get to choose movie of the week, but that's okay.
I know. What you
I just
said?
got-
What movie would you have chosen?
I had 2 options, and we could go serious or silly.
Yeah.
And
No, maybe next time we'll do a silly movie.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it until the silly movie.
Okay. All right.
Can't give it all away, man.
Yep.
All right,
Okay,
that was a
well.
fun dive.
That was a
Okay.
fun one.
Thank
Cool.
you,
I'm
yeah.
glad
I'm
you
glad we both
enjoyed
enjoyed
it.
it. Yeah.
No, right there, buddy.
It's fun.
That was sweet.
was
I
good.
had
Good
a feeling
recommendation.
you'll like it. And
Yeah.
okay, so let's do a little bit of name that celebrity. We got Octo up first, and are you ready?
Here we go. Let's run it. We're gonna blast through these. I feel like I'm coming into my own. I got this. Although I'm gonna look on the left side here.
Okay.
I think.
All right, go for it. See who you got.
Yeah. Who we got? Ayo, dude, too easy. Come on,
Yeah, how
Henry
do you- how
Rollins,
to-
of
yeah.
course. Henry Rollins. Do you pronounce it Rollins? This is probably
Henry
after a
Rollins.
show.
Yeah.
He's got some pit stains there a little
I know. I
bit.
thought that was funny. All right, just had to
Yeah.
start us off easy.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep
Thank
you,
you.
Keep
a little
you,
like
keep you humble.
that was like too like on
All
the
right,
nose, but that's all
let's-
right. I appreciate it. Whoa, who the heck is this?
That's Alex.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I did not recognize who this was.
So
though.
this guy's like honestly the most famous person in this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I recognize Henry Rollins.
Yeah,
but I
he's
didn't-
way more famous.
Really?
Yeah. He.
What, give
he
me
was
another. What is he in?
He's in Walking Dead.
Dude, I'm not gonna. I never actually watched Walking
He's
Dead. I think I
also
watched, like, one-
Trevor in GTA 5. That's like his
Oh,
most.
really?
Looks like Trevor from GTA
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
Huh.
And that's like his most famous role he's
That's
been in.
funny.
So.
Yeah.
and
no,
in- yeah.
No idea.
Oh, it's
Zero idea.
Stephen Ogg.
Stephen Ogg.
I just thought
Okay.
because he was in the movie, you might.
Yeah, maybe, but
He
I
didn't write his name. Yeah.
I didn't look at. No.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Well,
all right.
there
all
it
right.
is.
Big whiffer.
All right.
Stephen Ogg.
Let's
Okay.
go to the next one.
Dude, I was gonna say at first that this was the guy from Great British Bake Off, but it's not. Yo, honestly, 2 for 2. Don't know this guy.
You know this guy, dude.
This guy?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Is this a different photo? because I do not recognize this gentleman's.
he's Obi-Wan.
No way. That is a fucking no way. That's crazy. That's
You were
That's-
like, I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
forget this guy.
yeah. But I mean, like that was just a different face. I haven't seen him with the facial hair. Ewan. Somebody in the comments was blasting me for this because it's not Ewan, and you said Ewan. You set me up for failure,
Some
dude.
people pronounce it Ewan.
Ewan, yeah.
Does
Is
he
he British?
pronounce it? I don't think.
I don't know.
Ewan McGregor. It makes more sense to me.
Oh, you got it.
Ewan. Yeah. But I straight up don't recognize that, dude. If we pulled up a side by side, yeah, I probably recognize him. But like,
Yeah, that looks
The facial
just
hair-
like him.
here's the thing. It looks just like him to you because you know exactly who this is and you've been a fan forever. If I showed you a picture of Vicente Fernandez with and without a mustache, you wouldn't know the difference. And that's because like you don't know who that
But
is.
he has facial hair in episode 3.
Yeah, this is also one of the
Dude,
most famous
There's
people.
just
like,
no fucking
ever.
way that's the same guy. That's
It
crazy.
is.
I mean, he looks more handsome in this one, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to
I
you,
can-
Ewan.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. So now we're going on.
Colby, now you're up.
Hello. Let's
Hi.
see. That's David
Dude,
Cross.
Alvin and the Chipmunks,
I wasn't sure if you knew his name.
What do you?
right? He's in Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No,
He's
it's-
like the producer. Dude,
Is he the
100%,
producer?
100%, not the
Wait,
producer
that's
of the
just
movie,
funny.
but he's 100% like the bad guy in Alvin and the
Okay.
Chipmunks.
That's pretty hilarious
The
that
live
you know that. That's
action.
good. He's most notably for me in Arrested Development.
Uh.
Plays Tobias, a pretty iconic character.
Tobias. I like
But yeah,
that.
David Cross, and he's just a good stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
All right.
Next up.
Oh.
Is that? God damn it! That's the guy from
Oh.
Scream. Oh, are you doing David? Is
Dewey
that the
and
thing?
David.
Is that the David Stewart? I don't know. What is it?
It's David Arquette.
Oh, you know,
Dude, you
Arquette?
didn't know David Arquette?
fuck you, David Arquette. I might have known. That might have been in there somewhere because Arquette kind of sounds familiar.
Okay. And then we got a final one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude, 13 Reasons Why?
That's crazy.
Right? Yeah.
I'll give you
What
another
else?
hint.
What else is he in?
He's also a David.
Oh,
Dude, that's nuts. That's a fun little thing.
that is a fun theme.
Um,
David and Goliath.
David. Oh man, it'd be funny if we had David Schwimmer on
So he was 13 Reasons Why.
there.
What else have I seen him in? Was he in
David-
Percy Jackson? No.
No. That was actually Logan Herman.
Don't get sidetracked, dude.
Yeah,
talking about David
David
here.
Peters.
No, it's David Minette.
David
Oh.
Manette. Yeah, there's no way I would have known that guy.
Yeah.
Well,
But I know his face, so
What
David Arquette, I could have gotten.
I thought you definitely would have known who that was, but maybe
Yeah.
I guess.
But David Cross definitely obviously the most like. If I didn't get that, I'd be bad.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
cool.
Strong work. Solid.
Daves.
Not the best performance, but hey, you
Hey.
know, you win some, you lose some.
We're getting there.
We're getting
Okay, so Jonah chooses the genre
Decade,
We'll go 90s and
Loading.
2000s.
90s,
and
and
2000s.
2000s.
All right,
We are 90s babies.
let's do it. Live.
Live at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, that's I know that. That's
Oh, dude, is that Eva Longoria?
holy shit. Good job, buddy.
Yeah. Nice.
God
Eva.
damn. I was
Live. I mean, okay, so what do we got? We're painting the picture here
That's-
for those that are just listening. So we got Eva Longoria, and she's just kind of leaning back, sitting there with a big old 57 Magnum, if I'm seeing that right.
she's
Is
got a
that-
57 Magnum.
Is that a gun?
Gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's holding the
That
gun.
makes it a little more interesting.
And then behind her, there's kind of what looks like, you know, in like the old school, when you're walking down like a TV store and there's just like a bunch of little TVs that are behind the window. It looks like that. So there's like, you know, a panel of maybe other faces.
All
maybe
right.
A bunch of images.
I'm gonna.
What do you think?
I'm not. super interested in it.
You're not
and,
enticed by Eva Longoria?
And I'm gonna give a pass.
Yeah, I'd pass. I wouldn't really. I don't think I'd watch this either.
Okay.
But the movie poster itself is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the TV screens in the background.
Yeah.
Or I mostly just like her holding a fucking huge
And
ass
the
gun.
Yeah. But
Even Longoria, hey, that's some. You got that lickety. You got that
hey,
cannon. Mark Wahlberg's character just can't believe that Will
Yeah.
Ferrell was married
yeah,
to
yeah,
Eva
yeah,
Longoria.
yeah. He's like, I love you. I'll come back.
Oh,
Ooh, live.
Any-
Wait. We just had live. With
Now
Eva
we got
Longoria, and
life.
then we got life. Seems like it's gonna be really just like seeing who the cast is. That's probably a really funny movie. I think I'd watch it just based off of like those three names alone. And I don't know who the person on the left is, but I'm sure they're probably funny too.
yeah. I'm just a little
I'd get into it.
like Martin Lawrence is like. He's kind of a lot for me sometimes. And
Yeah.
like in movies, like dude, I watched the most recent Bad Boys with Jaren.
Oh, like the newest one.
Yeah,
I still
and
haven't seen it.
He's just Martin
Not
Lawrence is
good?
just so over the top and like he's just a lot in movies sometimes. Just
Yeah.
like he's very like.
But that's like the whole.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing. But I get it. I get it how it can be like overbearing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pass on this one.
Yeah. I'd watch
But
it.
you're saying you
I
would
think
hit?
yeah, I'd watch it.
You'd hit?
Yeah.
Okay, pass
I
or
think-
hit? Yeah.
I think
Alright.
that would be a funny movie. Living life. Ooh.
This looks a
Oh,
little
Fear and Loathing in
abstract.
Las Vegas.
Oh,
Dude,
abstract.
banger.
This movie is abstract. as
This
hell
is
hell.
when.
Well, I've never seen a movie. Because I've seen this, Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen this?
I don't
this
think I've
cover,
ever
this
seen
movie
this
poster?
cover. No.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but abstract is you hit the nail on the head, dude. I don't think abstract was in the dictionary until this movie came out because this is a wild ride. When did you watch this recently? Did you?
Oh, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
It could be a movie of the week. That
Yeah.
would be a fun one.
Yeah, it'd
actually.
be a really cool one to watch.
We would just
but
take a
Johnny
bunch
Depp-
of mushrooms right before we hit roll.
just Johnny Depp, dude. Just the entire 2.5, 3
See,
hours.
this-
I feel like it's a 3-hour movie. Just tripping.
Yeah.
But that's cool art. I like that.
well,
style.
yeah, no, I do like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd
hit,
pass.
hit
I'd
for
pass
me.
or watch. Hit.
Yes, hit
Hit it.
it.
Don't quit it.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's do one more.
because that was too easy. I think we agreed on that.
Mucha.
Oh.
Much. Muchato.
Muchacho.
Muchalato. Machado
Bro,
about nothing.
This is
Ado
this is
about
much.
A do?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it says.
What the hell?
Yo,
Does
you
a
never
do
heard, you
mean?
never heard of that movie? I'm crying
I've
actual
not
tears.
actually ever heard of this movie.
I've heard of the movie.
Wait,
I
what is
haven't heard of this.
I've heard
much
of it.
ado about nothing?
I think it's like a rom-com, but I might be off on that. I think it's
Well, okay. So for me, I would look at this
That's
title. I
hilarious.
wouldn't even know how to pronounce it,
But-
so I'd be like, pass.
yeah. You were like Muchacho. You were like looking at me like, come on, brown guy, help me out. That's hilarious.
Who's-
Keanu Reeves.
Oh shit.
Is but wait, the genres were not rom-com at all, right?
Well, this is
No, it's dramedy.
Dramedy. Okay, so maybe.
dramedy, comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it.
That's how we got to end that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So hey, now.
Projected all.
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
grumpy.
Okay, let's go into a little.
Oh man.
Let's cool it off. Let's
Cool the jets.
calm things down with
Benny
little
and Jeff.
fun recommendations. I'll start us off here.
Yeah, what do you got for us? We'll take a little
Okay.
sip of this. Muchacho.
I'm gonna not Muchacho, not that.
I'm laughing too
Much
hard about
ado.
this.
That's like such a stupid name, dude. I'm not in on that.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah. Okay. So, I got a pretty awesome TV recommendation for you, Octavio, and to the
Hit me
viewers
with it.
watching
What
this.
is it? What is
Dude,
it?
it's the new show that just got released on Apple TV called Pluribus.
Oh.
It's written and directed by Vince Gilligan, who did Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Okay.
He's tackling sci-fi.
Ooh.
It's this big kind of apocalyptic, possibly aliens, sci-fi, and it follows. I can't remember the actress's name, but she plays Kim in Better Call Saul.
I still haven't watched. I haven't watched Better Call Saul.
So episode 1 and 2 just released, and then there'll be a new episode every Friday, and there's gonna be 9 episodes, and it's first 2 episodes I watched, ate that shit up, but
It's right up your alley.
It's right up
Sci-fi.
my alley,
Yeah.
and like just really, really phenomenal.
And it was
acting.
called what? Pluribus.
Pluribus.
Pluribus. I think I saw that come up when I was.
Which means I looked up what pluribus means, and it's like of many. It's like Latin, like for like of many,
Yeah,
or
like
something.
plural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pluribus.
Pluribus. Yeah.
And
Nice.
I don't want to give too much away. Like the only thing I knew going into this movie, I read the
Movie or show?
synopsis.
It's a show.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
it's a show.
Yeah.
The only thing I read was like the synopsis of the show. It was like the most miserable woman on earth has to save the world.
Whoa.
And then-
cool. That sounds like it would. Yeah.
And
That
it's,
sounds fun. One thing I will say about Apple TV is, and I think we've probably talked about this already, but it's just so underrated. I think
Yep.
as far
They
as a
got-
streaming service, because
They got great stuff.
they do, but it never. It's like
They don't market.
they don't
it.
market it.
I know.
They don't,
I don't
yeah.
know anything about pluribus.
Yeah, they don't put anything out
It's
there.
crazy,
But it's.
actually.
I think it's also just one of those things. Like
Maybe
we
that's
don't
the-
have to, because
That's what I think it
once you
is.
watch it, you're gonna love it, and then you're gonna like tell people about it. It's kind of a word of mouth thing.
Yes.
Because the production value, they got money, dude. They got money.
They
so
take
like,
on really quality projects.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they just do. And
did you
like,
ever watch Invasion?
Yeah, I actually no, I haven't seen that one.
So sci-fi, alien, that realm, dude. You should watch that. It's really, really good.
Yeah, and they also have Severance, which
Yep.
like that's
I will say we fell off on like season 3, 2,
that's
whatever the
crazy.
most recent season is. We kind of just like it was just too much. I was like, dog, I'm trying to not like think full cylinders like the brain right now. You know?
that's definitely a movie
it's-
that's like really
You
makes you
have
think
to
and,
be
like, but I
on it.
love watching shit like that.
Yeah.
But,
But Pluribus on Apple TV, check it out. That sounds really cool.
great.
Dude, a couple of things I wanted to circle back to. Actually, we've talked about this before. So you mentioned Together, because you were trying to find. We were doing a Who's That Celebrity a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
and you
Alison
were like,
Brie?
yeah, and you were like something Brie, Allison Brie,
Yep.
and Dave Franco,
Yeah.
in that movie Together, and you said that,
I
and
haven't seen it.
it didn't even click at all. And then Zoe and I, we were like, oh, let's find a movie.
you
and
watched
we
it?
watched Together.
Oh,
so,
hell yeah.
so there are 2 movies, actually. I know this isn't TV shows, but there are 2 movies that we should definitely add to the list, because I'd
Okay.
be down. It's a
I've
rewatch.
heard good things about it. I heard it's a crazy
So
one.
Together, insane body horror, like,
I'm
like
a
this gore.
little body horror is like I'll watch it and
Yeah.
stuff. It's not my go-to.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Bones and All?
No.
If you don't like body horror, then that's like
it might be too much for me,
don't-
what I've heard.
Yeah, don't
So
put it on.
wait,
the list.
what's the one that I think it won an Oscar?
The substance.
Substance.
So
yeah.
I actually had to turn that off
really,
because there at the end of the movie I couldn't handle it.
wow,
It was so fucked, dude. It's like at the very end. I mean,
Yeah.
you know the ending when she's
Yeah.
just beating.
but
I like couldn't do it, dude.
like that stuff. I know it's weird, but
There's
so-
some body horror. So maybe I don't know. That's why I've been kind of scared to watch Together. Not gonna lie.
So Together, it was really good because it was like a little body horror here and there. And the really weird stuff didn't really happen till the very end. So it's a
Yeah.
lot more just kind of like suspense throughout. And
But
this
I'll watch it
guy,
if you
Dave
watched it.
Franco, that's like insufferable. And you're like, dude, come on. Like,
Really?
And then the other movie that we watched recently was not horror at all, but it's called Sharper.
Sharp.
Have you heard of that?
No.
Sharper it's a super fun, like, steal from the rich heist
Oh,
con
okay.
kind of movie.
I like a good heist.
It's like a con heist like movie, and it kind of, you're like cheering for them a little bit because you're like, they're taken from billionaires, right? And you're like, yeah, right. But then there's this crazy twist that you don't see coming, and it's got a really good cast. I wrote down a couple names because I know that I should know these and I don't. But Julianne Moore is in it.
Oh yeah, Julianne Moore.
John Lithgow. He's in
Oh.
it. He's the billionaire.
Yep. He's an old
Justice
guy now.
Justice Smith is in it. I don't know if you recognize that name.
Smith. That's one I don't recognize.
But he is such a prolific, he's such a good actor that like I was like, where's this guy from? And he was in the show The Get Down. I don't know if you've seen that. It was on Netflix for a little while. It was like a mini series, like a one season. The Get Down. It's a good show. Good show.
Cool. Well, awesome. Thank you for the Rex. We got Pluribus, Together, Sharper, and Get Down.
Yeah. Yeah. Check them out.
All right.
A little bit of tickles your fancy for anything, like, you know, some history, some music with the Get Down, some heist with the Sharper, some body horror with Together, some sci-fi with Pluribus. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Cool. All
Nice.
right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here.
Wrap it up.
Thank you for watching. And
Thank you for tuning in.
yeah,
Catch you next time.
catch you next
Movie of the week.